All right. We are live and it's Friday night and we're gonna play some D&D. We are gonna play some Empire of the Ghouls and Manikiri is our DM, so he's just gonna jump right into it.
All right, awesome. Welcome everybody to session 58, and to anybody who's actually been watching this, sorry for the long hiatus. All kinds of things happened in the last month. It's been since June since we last played. So exciting back into this thing. We haven't done any kind of player introduction in a while, so let's just do a real quick round robin on the different characters that we have. We'll start just with my camera how I see you all left to right. We'll still start with Valtrix.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Valtrex. I'm playing Blink. Blink is a kobold artificer. He has a cannon that gives out temporary hit points, and is the cannon is probably more important than Blink himself. Um, at least the party thinks so.
I don't always get it, so.
All right. We'll go with Drake next.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Drake and I'll be playing Quint, a Shadow Fae rogue who is a Krakowian rebel, and he's got like family skin in the game or something, right? There's some royal stuff, and he's kind of part of the rebellion against all these undead. So he's in his element, murdering them or sneaking around, finding about them or whatever. That's what he does. He's a spy rebel.
All
And
right.
no,
And
it's not true, Blink. I think I like Blink a little bit better than the canon, but just a little bit.
It's close though.
Next up, Jeremiah.
Hello, I play customer support bot number 23764, sent by Rava, goddess of gears, after some complaints from the party via prayer form after two previous party members died, also played by me. I'm just a basic murder bot. I'm dumb. I can't be healed. I really thought I'd be dead by now.
Again, I mean,
Again. And
Again.
last up tonight, we have Sven.
Spencer77, I'm playing Chertegas, the Blade of Sif. Started off as a seer in the Temple of Sif, very emaciated, small, shrunken due to diseases and curses, and then became a cleric. Realized that he actually enjoyed and was actually pretty good at fighting, better than he expected. Used to seeing those big paladins running around. Realized that he was very quick and nimble, and that was just as good as these big, strong guys. So picked up the sword, became a paladin, and has been serving Sif as a blade of Sif.
All right. And our last player, unfortunately, could not be with us tonight. So Robin, who normally plays Tyrion the Barbarian, is out. We are going to have a roll-off between Valtrix and Drake to see who gets to play.
you'll get to play your
And
wife's
it's
character.
Blink. All right, or
It,
Valtrix.
it's like perfect,
Uh,
actually.
yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so when we left off, you guys were in the pit of all flesh, fighting the Lord of Old Flesh, a enormous Otyugh that is standing on this giant pit filled with old, rotten, gelatinous meat. The entire field there shifts and surges and is slippery. It's all difficult terrain. There's a large carrion beetle and several Darakul that are killing humans, um, basically slaughtering them all as they were fighting against them. And surrounding the pit, where Sortegas is and Quint and Blink up on the edges of the pit, there are a ton of ghouls, Darakul, and other undead who are cheering and appear to be gambling on the outcome of the fight. The intrepid adventurers have decided to join the fight in an attempt to rescue a Darrow who is hiding right down there at the next to Tyrion. And they are trying to keep him alive because he has information that they need. So when we left off, we're gonna leave. We're gonna restart right at the top of the round with Sir Tagos, who's 20 feet up the side of the pit.
All right, so double checking my inventory. I don't think I have the ring. No. Alright, so I don't think I can do both. Is there a way down that is safe?
Yes, there is a ladder, kind of in the northeastern edge of the pit there.
Alright, so I'm going to move over to here.
And the ground is
And
kind of soft, so I'll say you'd only take 1d6 if you fall in, because it's kind of bouncy,
Like falling on a trampoline. Boing, boing, boing.
gelatinous meat, like Jello, yeah.
and I'm going to jump and use my feather fall.
Okay.
It's we're gonna see how long it lasts.
Until you land. Or a
Duration
minute.
is 1 minute. Alright, so I'm going to he has flying boots, so he doesn't need it. And there's is Blink up or down?
I think I'm up.
Yeah, he's on top. So minus 20 is the surface of the pit.
Alright,
the
so I'm
bottom.
also gonna cast it on Blink. In case he decides he wants to jump in. Anytime or in the next 10 rounds. I'll cast on him as well. And that is pretty much everything I can do. So, actually, I take that back. Since Featherfall is a reaction,
Mm-hmm.
does it? It just takes up my reaction, correct?
Mhm.
I still have a standard. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to hand, as my standard, this Darrow a potion. See what kind I have. Potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Drink
jump
this.
down right next to him, and he looks up at you, and he's got these wide eyes, white hair, looking up at you like, "Who are you?"
Handing the potion. Yeah, drink this.
He looks at you, has no clue what you doesn't seem to understand what you're trying to give him. He looks very suspicious.
Undercommon. Let me see. Abilities.
Did he just speak
I
common?
don't.
Or undercommon?
Let me pull up his sheet.
I'll give you a performance.
He's like, yeah.
You can. He takes it and kind of and puts it down kind of by his belt, tries to tuck it in a little bit.
Okay.
He's like, on my turn, maybe. I don't know.
All right, so this Darrakul, I did not add all of the commoners. He is still in the process of wiping out commoners. He thinks the other guys have got you guys fairly well engaged. And so he is going to slaughter yet another commoner from where he is. So blink.
Okay. Let's see. For some reason, no matter where I move my mouse on the map, the only person I can target is Tyrion.
And close and reopen. I get that
Yeah.
sometimes.
I'm gonna try that. Okay, there we go. Oops, did that work? Which one is it? That guy? There we go. Okay, now I've got him targeted. I am going to just shoot a firebolt down at this guy.
Right, with disadvantage because you are frightened of the
Oh.
Otyug. If I remember correctly.
Um,
You're still
all right.
scared to death of that thing.
Well, that's right, because I still hit him. So let me do some damage. Just a little. And that's it from me. Which guy is it that has me frightened? Is it that guy up there?
Yeah, the big guy.
Okay, so I cannot move closer to that guy. Got it.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm good there then.
I think if you close your eyes, though, you'd be fine, because it says if you can see him, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I won't know that I'm getting closer, right?
Right.
You fall closer. You're not
But you will
intentionally
be
moving. You just
blinded, and
fall
you still
closer.
have the same disadvantage, so it doesn't matter.
This is true. This is true. So this guy is going to actually move into a square because he wasn't in a square properly. And he loves this gang pile on the robot. He thinks that's fun. So
I'm
he is
into it.
going to attack CSB, who unfortunately seems to be immune to his stench. He's really not happy with that. But he is going to use his war pick on you. And take a swipe once.
Probably immune, more like
And
ignorant
twice.
of it. Like he doesn't
Oh, second one hits with the war pick and stabs down into your shoulder, tries to pull a little bit of that shoulder pad off. He starts trying to pull you. You're not grappled or anything, but he's trying to use his war pick to pull you. All right, the unwilling one, who is as yet unhurt, also has a war pick, and he's going to try to take you out as well. One hit, missing, and swinging back around for a second, also missing, making lots of noise as you're banging up against your metal body and armor. Skip. Right.
I'm gonna make some noise of my own. See if I can finish this guy off. Bring down my glowing glaive on the top part of his head.
That's a hit.
I only did the amount of damage I needed to do.
We only had 2 hit points, so perfect.
So I hit this guy next.
And as soon as that Darakul goes down, you hear the noise of the gamblers and the surrounding ghouls kick it up a little bit. They sound louder and more animated, as if the fight kind of really started to get interesting.
Tim,
So are
as
they into it? Like they want, they
Yeah,
like what they're seeing?
they love. Well, it's hard to tell because you're not sure if they're cheering for you or against you or whatever, but they're cheering louder now that people are dying.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's give the people what they want.
yeah, if I'm able to, as a bonus action, I'm gonna throw 10 gold up and try to bet on myself. Hooah! I mean, if I lose, what do I care?
All right. chuck it up into the stands.
Yeah, I don't even look to see if it went towards anybody collecting bets. I just said 10 on the robot and threw it behind me.
You nail Blink right between the eyes.
Ooh, free money.
All right. So this guy, he's going to spend again this round killing commoners around him and Tyrion.
All right. Tyrion, this is obviously the second round of combat because he's injured, so he now remembers that he's really angry about just everything. He's gonna go into a rage. And he's gonna try to hit this guy right in front of him.
Halfling luck for the win.
Nice. All right, and second attack.
Wait, did that just happen again?
Double.
Nice. Yeah. It's Tyrion.
All right. The Lord of Old Flesh. I don't remember how he got moved back. I thought he was
think
closer.
I think it was a chat
Chat
teleport.
teleport. Yeah, I think you're right. Not seeing anybody in chat today, so.
I think it was actually a cheater in chat teleport.
That works too. All right, he's going to move. He's going to move to there. And he is actually going to push this Daracool south one just with his immense weight. Shove him over. And he's going to target Tyrion with his tentacle. And he's going to attack with his tentacle. Or, yes, tentacle. One tentacle grabbing onto Tyrion, doing a bit of damage against him, which is resisted. And you are now grappled and restrained. Oh, it's not giving me restrained. They coded it wrong. So yeah, you are restrained as well. Tyrion. So he grabs you and then from come on. Clear targets. And then he targets Certegas over there and reaches out 10 feet with his tentacle and screams and yells with this giant old mouth. And he tries to smack you with his tentacle and misses with a 23. My God. What is your AC? 24? That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so he misses with that, and
I have
he
enhanced defense, so it puts it up to 23.
nice. Then shouldn't that have hit? 23, 23. Anyway, I'm not gonna
Oh,
worry
I have
about
running protection, puts it up to 24.
Okay.
I got a 16. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
All right. So it's grappling Tyrion, and so it is going to. Actually, it's right next to. Come having trouble targeting.
Close and reopen the map.
Yep. And he's going to attempt to bite the anti-paladin, the
bite.
Darrow, and it just reaches down and is trying to swallow him.
No.
Ooh! As he crits on this thing.
Oh, he's
And
dead.
the Darrow goes down.
Into the Atiog.
And the Atiog kind of chews on him a little bit and then spits him out. Quint.
Well, that changes our plans a little.
So, before I do this, is a body an object or a person? Can I jump down there, grab him, and teleport away?
Sure. Why?
Misty
do you
step,
mean?
right? Pick him up.
Yeah.
Misty step. So, let's see. Hop down or fly down, grab him, and then Misty step, like, like, where can I see that's back up on top, right? From down below?
Yeah, you can see like right up
Probably-
next to where Sir Takos is.
Like right there.
Yeah.
And then, so I'll put him like right next, right. Why am I dragging the mat? Like right next to me, like in that square.
Oh. Again, it's.
Well, he's dead, so that might be the. Oh, there he goes.
It was just.
You see, he has a potion on his belt.
Yes, he does. And it's a potion you recognize. It's got Sir Tagos written in crayon on the sides.
So I think, I mean, I have a bonus action to move. My Misty Step is a. Oh wait, my
Misty Step is your bonus action, isn't
bonus action, yeah. So I can move, bonus action, Misty Step back up, and I still have an action to give him his potion.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's alive or not, but we try that.
All right. Yeah. Give him the potion.
I don't know what it was.
Greater
It's
healing.
a greater.
Oh, inventory. No, actions. Greater healing.
And he coughs a little bit, coughs up blood, and it looks like some kind of weird bile or some kind of yellowish fluid comes out of him as he coughs up. Kind of stinks a little bit too, but he's laying there on the ground, just wide-eyed, with he's still bleeding, heavily from all of the teeth marks that he's got all over his chest.
Quint looks at him and says, "Don't die. I have a lot of money on you."
All right, so this guy is going to continue on with CSB using his war pick. Clang, and another one, clang. They seem to struggle to hit you.
Basically a training dummy.
Yeah. Except it's a training dummy that hits back.
An important
So-
lesson.
Yeah. So this carrion beetle, he's under control of his rider. So we're gonna skip him this round. And this guy up here, he's not gonna be able to shoot through carrion. They are continuing to yell and order you guys to get out of the pit, that this is not a sanctioned fight. And he says something to the tune of, because this is an unsanctioned fight, that bets will not be honored. And you can tell all of the crowd is completely ignoring him. They're screaming and yelling. They are loving the fight, and completely ignoring this dude. So what does he got? A light crossbow. So he is gonna take a shot. Who can he clearly see? He sees Blink over there, so he's gonna take a shot at Blink on the edge, and try to hit you.
Oh, I had the wrong button on the chat.
Well,
Gorvidal redeemed a random teleport for Quint. I don't know what point,
nice,
but. And then
nice.
Gorgio just subscribed for 36 months. What's up, bitches?
All right, go ahead and move yourself. 11 o'clock, 6 squares.
11 o'clock, 6 squares? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 there somewhere? Maybe.
That's a little more. Stay within the round. So like
Yeah.
there.
Okay. I can't really tell if that's the line of sight or a wall.
It's nothing. It's just a random. All right.
His
So you
teleport.
get
He's like poof, poof, poof.
Misty Step. Boop boop boop.
Oh, cattywampus.
All right. So this guy gets up, starts looking around wide-eyed, and he starts running. But he's still pretty badly injured, so I'm going to have him move at half speed for a couple rounds.
He's
His
probably
legs are still a crumb gravel and
he's
like
probably
ground meat.
he was probably prone too, so he
Yeah,
can get up
half
too.
movement to get up and dash and all that. So he's not moving very far this round.
He kind of just.
But you can tell he's trying to get away, and the crowds are just laughing and cheering, and more money is flowing. All right. This Daracool starts yelling at the Lord of Old Flesh, and pointing up to the Darrow, and
Like bad dog?
screaming that he needs to go kill it. And you don't think the Lord of Old Flesh understands anything he's saying.
I mean, aren't they just
He's
like
gonna...
eating machines? Isn't that all they do, pretty much?
Yeah, he doesn't understand anything. But these Daracool are getting paid to fight in the pit, so they want a good show.
They're probably getting flesh to fight in the pit.
Yes, that's what they get paid in. The pound of flesh. All right, this one's going to hit Tyrion once with a war pick. And come back for a second round. Hitting again. Why does he have advantage? Oh, because Tyrion is restrained. So that's perfect. And he's going to stay right where he is. So this guy's going to take a shot. He doesn't want to shoot the Darrow, so he's going to take a shot. Oh, he sees Blink pop up over there, so he's going to take a shot at Blink, or Quint, over there in the corner with his light crossbow. And hits the wall.
Gorvidal redeemed a potion of greater healing for Tyrion.
Oh, very good.
And then Gorgio redeemed an advantage for Big Tentacle Boy.
Okay, Big Tentacle Boy on his turn will get an advantage.
I got the potion.
All right, so this ghoul is again, he's kind of actually bored with CSB. So he begins climbing the wall. So CSB, you'll get an attack of opportunity if you want it, but he's going to climb up next to Blink.
If I want.
It's entirely your choice.
Yeah, because you got Sentinel
Yes.
too.
So
You see him turn to try and climb the wall.
that's the guy to my right.
To your south.
The ghoul.
The regular ghoul, the
Oh, the
non-smart,
blanket.
extra long tongue.
Was it one
One
that you
sec.
knocked
Got to
in?
do the open and close map thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Dab.
That's a crit, so he goes
Nice.
nowhere.
You sit down. I'm teaching class, and then I kill him.
Teaching class.
All right, so he's dead. Skip them. All right, the Darrow gets to go again. He starts hobbling away and dashing, gets to there. Running as fast as his injured little legs can carry him. This guy. This guy sees the Darrow running, and he's going to try and shoot him with his crossbow. Oh, I accidentally still have Quint targeted, so we'll ignore that. He misses, and you immediately hear the guy next to him screaming at him, "You can't shoot him! He's supposed to be in the fight!" Strategos.
2 questions.
Mhm.
The carrion beetle is not undead, is that correct?
That is correct.
And is this handsome on top of the carrion beetle?
Yes, that is a Darrakul, most definitely undead.
And he's mounted
Basically,
on
the
beetle.
carrion beetle and the Otyugh are the only things that are not undead.
Alright, so I cannot get to him in time. So I'm stepping here, and then this blast of light comes bursting out of the locket.
Carrying the
And
barbarian turd.
15 feet.
That's what it's gonna be.
Nice.
All failures.
Oh, the robes. The holy robes of Antioch. Oh.
You hear screams coming from around the pit as a lot of undead start shielding their eyes. Ah! Stop that! We can't see!
And I'm going to move one more.
CS bot.
You talking to your mic? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. It was really funny, so don't worry about it.
We'll laugh anyways.
I'm teaching all these undead guys how to actually be dead. They seem to be failures.
Haven't figured it out yet. Alright, well, this guy's going to take a swipe at Strategos for that bright flash of light. Again with the war pick. And I'm not sure if you guys are noticing, but your characters would notice that in the past, a lot of the ghouls and stuff that you fought would tend to use their bites and claws because it can paralyze you and potentially infect you. But these guys are not. These are specifically using their weapons and not using their natural ghoulish attacks. Oh, accidentally had CSB still targeted. But he missed both anyway, so. Right, blink.
Blink yells down to everybody that you guys should get out of there. What are you doing? Oh, what happened there? Hold on.
You're moving Tyrion.
Yeah, I gotta close the map and reopen it. Just a sec.
I don't wonder if it's those aura things that's.
Hanging it up.
Yeah, it's like absorbing the clicks and getting it
Okay.
stuck.
Just wanted to move over a little bit and actually go after that guy and shoot a firebolt down at him.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot move closer. I'm sorry.
That's true.
Let me move back. I would still target that guy though. So
Yeah, you still got a clear shot.
yeah, and damage on that guy.
All right, this guy's done playing with the people around him, so he's going to start heading towards you guys. And can't quite get to you, but he's gonna go there and take the dodge action. All right, Quint.
So Quint is going to go after the Darrow. Ooh, why did I get an error? Oh, mouse update. I did something.
I've been getting those occasionally when drawing pointers.
I was messing with my mouse wheel or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of go after this guy.
All right.
Like be with him. Like get next to him. Bonus action. Dash, and move and get over. Now I do have the poison condition on me, but that was from the. I think it was from the Lord of Old Flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a save or anything, or is it for an hour or 10 minutes or
Let me double check.
a million years? You are poisoned. Because then, as a
Okay.
free action at the end of before the end of my turn, if I am poisoned, I would vomit there.
You are poisoned until the disease is cured.
So
You have contracted the disease known as erupting pustules.
So I get a pop a zit as a free action.
You're turning into Bubo.
That's right. That's
I-
how Bubo was made.
I'm immune to that. I had it in high school.
All right.
Cast Accutane.
This guy is going to guide his carrion beetle and get up close to there. And
Bubo 2.0.
yeah. Bubo is a character I play on our Dragonlance game who is covered in boils and pustules.
Tomorrow night? Oh, you're
Not
not
me.
gonna get to play your character. I might get to play
I'll
your
be
character. I could roll like
at
crap.
Yeah, I'll be at Sequoia National Park.
So I could be popping zits tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh, God.
All right, so he's gonna swing down with his war pick at Sertegos. Finally, somebody hitting that AC 24.
How'd you get a wig on your character, Jeremiah?
Robo game.
and miss on the second one, and does order his mount to attack you as well. So that's what he'll do on his next turn. This one's gonna continue working on Tyrion, who is restrained.
It's definitely not because he scalped somebody.
It's kind of like
Hey, I found this fair and square.
Just sitting there.
On this guy's skull. He wasn't even using it.
And this guy, who appears to be in charge, has been yelling at the other guy because he tried to shoot at the Darrow. So he steps up and pushes him down into the pit and calls him an idiot. And then begins moving around this direction.
He is pushy.
Yes, he is very pushy. And looks like he's trying to cut the Darrow off from getting to the exit.
and he laughed because he's got a child with soccer.
Tyrion.
All right. I was trying to think what Tyrion would do. I don't think Tyrion would break the grapple. I think Tyrion would just keep attacking. So Tyrion is gonna reckless attack.
Okay.
Right, you already got disadvantage, so might as well. You can't get double.
Right. And going after this guy. Why did it do that twice?
It
Because you
gave
had a
you
reroll of a D3. Oh, yeah. Why did you have advantage? Yeah.
Because you recklessly attacked.
Oh, duh.
But the restrained came
But-
off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the restraint dropped off or whatever.
Well,
The
I rolled 2 8s, so I
you
think
rolled 2 8, so it doesn't matter.
damage. And then do you want to put that back on him?
Just
Jen?
mark disadvantage.
Okay. And attack again.
6 plus 2.
Not hard to hit him.
Especially now.
Yep.
Oh, squishy. Ew.
All right. The Lord of Old Flesh is holding on to Tyrion. And the first thing he does is whip this tentacle that's holding Tyrion around and slam him into the wall. As
He'll be fine.
Tyrion gets to take a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Gets to.
Yes. Oh, he still had. Why did he have the Darrow?
How many ones have I rolled with Tyrion
That's
tonight?
3. That's 3.
You are the. There's a benefit to rolling bad with a halfling. So yeah, he slams Tyrion in, who only takes half damage. So we're going to roll that half of half, taking very little damage. And you are not stunned, which was kind of the negative side of getting
Nice.
that particular attack. And but he is going to target Sartegos, if I can click on it. And it's going to swing a tentacle at Sartegos. And that one is going to hit. As his heavy, thick tentacle smacks at you, and then the little spikes along the end of the tentacle grip into you and dig into your flesh. As you are grappled and restrained. Edit that.
I'm immune to disease, so I don't know when that comes into play, but
That's a good question. You are immune to disease, so that comes into play when he bites you.
Are you immune to
then
violent decapitation?
if anybody
Nope.
makes an attack on it from within 5 feet, then there's something that happens there. Quint.
All right, Quint wants to.
It looked like he's trying to run away from you too.
Well, that's what Quint wants to try to help him, like, become less noticeable, right? Like, help him blend in a little, so people don't notice that he's escaped, right? And Quint to go with him, like,
Like
put his arm around him, say, "Come on with me," and like,
there's at least 50 people watching you,
well,
all trying to gamble on whether or not you're going to kill him or not kill him or push him in the pit, or you don't think there's anywhere you can hide right now. They're surrounded by people.
I'm thinking of um, but Quint's gonna stick with him wherever he goes.
Yeah.
So he's
Kind of
trying
like
to
a
convince
ready
him.
to action. You'll follow along with him wherever he goes.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here to protect you. I don't know if he can understand me or not. I do speak Umbral, whatever that is, but I don't know if that helps.
Not in this particular case.
And comment to him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anti-paladin. I just skipped him. Sorry. So he kind of looks at you funny, but he continues to head for the door.
Like funny haha, or wait, I'm kidding.
Funny, like he doesn't know who you are and he doesn't know that he can trust you, and as he's moving away from you, it's like he's looking for an attack, looking for a stab in the back or something.
He's like backpedaling. I'm your friend. Okay.
All right, now Terry and the yell.
All right. Well, Tyrion is going to turn to the next target and start hacking at it. So he's going to reckless attack again. Did you put restraint back on him or not?
I
I don't see it. That's okay. I can hit
got
disadvantage.
I got it. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's not even marked as grappled.
Because if you do it, it only lasts for 1 round anyways. As a player.
All right, you're good.
Okay.
Wow.
Just a little bit of damage though.
All right. Well,
Oh.
you smack him, and some of the pustules along his body that you smash into, it sprays into your face, and you take 6 points of poison damage.
Oh, that went to the Darrow.
I went to the Darrow?
Oh,
Why is that?
did.
I don't want to target the Darrow. Why are you targeting the Darrow?
well, maybe Quint got some of his erupting pustules on him.
Where'd he go?
Here, have a.
Okay, that was undone. And 6 should go on to Tyrion.
Cool.
As you
All right.
resist some of the poison. But you do take a con save,
Oh.
which you easily succeed, rolling a 20.
Well, I've already rolled my second attack and hit, so we're just gonna stick with that anyway.
All right.
So let me do damage. And not too much, apparently.
All right, CSB.
Do, do. Just kind of casually beating this guy to death. I'm not even using the sharp part of my glaive. I'm bludgeoning him.
All right. The beetle is going to attack Sertegos with his. He turns his head towards you and kind of sways back and forth, and you notice his mouth open up, and there's this large kind of orifice hole in his mouth as this spray of acid comes streaming out towards you. And both you and Tarian actually are in the line of acid spit that comes out of this thing's mouth. And
Does it burn the Otyug's thing around me? Am I protected
it
in the
does
cocoon of
not.
Otyug?
It does not.
Is that
happen.
another one I rolled? Holy cow.
You are the king of ones tonight. So yeah, this spray of acid comes out of this thing's mouth and sprays all of you. 36 points of damage as his recharge ability is used up. Sertegos.
Alright, so that didn't damage the tentacle at all? That's got
Nope.
me grappled?
Nope.
Well, I still think I'm going to go ahead and use the robe again.
Didn't we also come here to get like papers or something?
Yeah, you got those.
Oh, did we? Okay.
You got your we're
Your
okay to
travel
wander
papers.
around.
That's right. Yeah. Whoa! Turn the lights
Kind of
off.
speed things up with the lighting. Movement seems slow for some
Terrible
reason.
roll. 14 out of 66.
Oh, you found some assets and chucked on here. Nice.
Yeah.
What the heck is this thing? Oh, a little tent-looking thing. Nice.
Where?
Over here, this
Use
little-
Oh
an
yeah,
act-
yeah,
move-
yeah.
It's an
If you head
action
back
to
there,
try to
there's
escape, correct?
I see a couple more.
yes, it is an action to escape.
Okay, so I can't move, so I'm done.
Okay.
You can see the jello floor pit better with the lights off.
Yeah.
Or lights on, or whatever, however you want to call it.
This one is gonna war pick Sertegos with advantage, still missing. Coming up with another one. This one actually hitting, doing as low damage as he can possibly do. Do keep your concentration.
I don't know what I'm concentrating on because I don't see anything that's there.
Maybe you
Oh,
got a
customer
dookie.
support bot has bless.
Oh,
Yes, a bunch of you have bless.
maybe you got a dookie and you're concentrating on not doing it in your pants.
Concentrating on not dying.
There's a rule. George Carlin made rules. Just listen to him. He'll tell you what they are. There's like 3 of them.
All right, what is this guy gonna do? He is still grappling Tarian, correct?
Yep.
I think more so that Tarian is enjoying the company. You know, we should have some coffee sometime.
Yeah, everyone's getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So the Lord of Old Flesh picks up. He's currently grappling both Tarian and Sertegos, and he kind of picks both of them up off the ground, and then smashes them together. As he's gonna roll on save.
They both.
As you both succeed, so you take less damage and not be stunned. Otherwise, you'd be stunned for a full round. You rolled a 1 and you made your con check. Your concentration. That's just not fair.
The DC is only at 10. What do you want?
Yep.
Or half damage. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna slam the two of you into each other. All right. So this guy. All right. This guy sees everything is well in hand over there. So he's going to not move him. Come down here to give them a little more maneuvering room and uses Warpic on CSB. Once and twice.
3 times, my lady. Oh, sorry.
All right.
Loser.
So
The
this
guy's
guy,
getting up from prone right now because he just went.
yeah, he's getting up from prone and he notices that the ladder is not there. The other guy did not lower the ladder. So he's gonna come on over to there. That's all he's gonna do. Yeah, this guy's gonna come on.
Hey, when you drew this, did you use the elliptical like thing, like draw it like that, or did you erase the center? How did you do it?
I did 2 layers.
Oh,
So
okay.
there is a bottom layer and then a which one is it? Not that one.
Yeah, you
There's
turned
another
off
layer that's yeah,
the goop. Cool.
and the edges of the pit was its own layer.
I mean, it's really a pretty in-depth mapping program now. I mean, if you get
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
it's got so
It's
much more capability than I have any clue how to use.
Me too. I'm like, wait, fade and
And this guy points his crossbow at the Darrow and then points into the pit and starts shouting orders in a language you don't understand, Quint.
do I know the language?
You think it's like
Undercommon or something?
undercommon?
Yeah. What they've been speaking a lot down here.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it, if I would have had my helm.
Pretty common.
It's pretty common. It's a little undercommon. Like, I don't like mine totally well done. I like it a little undercommon. A little under.
All right. Blink will shout down to Surtegas. Surtegas, I'm gonna get you out of there. And I am going to cast Vortex Warp on him. And warp, and as long as he chooses to fail, I will warp him out of the pit.
Yes.
And
All right.
I'll just put him just back there a little bit, so he's got a little bit of cover.
Regretting trying to save Tyrion at this point. Not worth it anymore.
Yoink.
He'll be fine, right? And I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, if Tyrion dies, maybe we can get a full-size barbarian next time.
Gnome barbarian.
Just keep going smaller.
Go to a tiny barbarian. Yeah, I'm
What is the yeah, there's a pixie or something like that.
Okay.
A little 6-inch
That'd be great.
barbarian. All right. So this guy's gonna run up to there, and one more over. Still trying to keep CSB occupied.
Goliath.
Basically giving time for the Lord of Old Flesh to finally catch up and finish digesting that halfling. It's proving to be tough meat.
Kind of like
Hitting
salt pork if you've ever tried to eat it.
pack. Really old stale jerky.
Or an oatmeal bar from the old MREs.
Never had them.
It
All right, so
requires a full canteen of water if you try to eat one. So dry.
Does it keep you regular?
clear targets.
Nothing in the MRE kept you regular. It kept you
I'll
pooping.
nod at Blink. Appreciation for pulling me out. Saving a spell slot for when Tyrion dies.
For when Tyrion dies.
Level 1. So
I have seen the future.
alright, we're gonna make things interesting.
Tyrion says, "Dies, I've got this guy on the ropes."
He still only has one blood drop, by the way.
I know, right?
20-foot cube. Alright, so
Probably why he's down in the pit.
we're gonna have some webs show up here.
Web's nice.
Okay.
Covering all of his tentacles and himself. He rolls a 1, which means he dies. That's what it says in the spell description. Give me a
really
minute
good
and it'll
spell.
say that. Gets so tangled up, it wraps around his throat and he chokes.
The webs go up his nose and he can't breathe. And he's like,
Sorry, my computer's thinking.
And I will move up a little bit and say,
A few moments later.
Blink, those webs are flammable.
Yeah, just hold on a second. It's gonna take more than a minute, apparently. Come on. Come on.
As soon as he
Well, it's
looks
up
like
to
he's
you, dummy.
breaking out, use your fire.
what'd you do? Like open the DMG or something? What?
I opened up the assets. I was gonna drop a web image in.
Yeah,
Oh,
And it
yeah.
just-
Yeah.
been there. Or you type like fire.
Yeah, you gotta.
Waiting,
What
waiting.
Search for fire. in
What
your
You gotta
assets.
dig. Yeah.
What I recommend that you do is you do that at least earlier in the table, and it kind of preloads some of it a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. I just was dumb.
Between Blink and I, we have like 30 spells. They're all
No, when you open the asset window, if you open the animated stuff earlier, it doesn't bog it down so bad, but it still does slow down. I don't know why I have the palette button as a player. That seems kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they use the palette button. I don't get that either.
Why the extension author did it? I don't know. It's probably a mistake. I would blame it on, oh shit, I forgot. You have to do DM only side or whatever.
Right. All right, there's your web.
Nice.
Is that animated? Oh no.
That one isn't. I can throw an animated one on if
No,
you
no,
want.
no. We
I
don't
got
need
a
you to
really
hit
cool
that
one.
asset button again. Don't do it. Don't do
No,
it.
it's still open. It's still open.
It would
It's
be
a
like
really
A
cool one.
few moments later.
It looks like.
Rob added a whole bunch of stuff.
Looks like that.
That's great.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, whose turn is it? Sartegas was moving up. This guy. He's. Yeah, he's gonna come down here. And take a shot at CSB with his light crossbow. Twang. All right, this guy.
Quint hasn't grappled him yet, but Quint's like, "Stay with me. Don't go too far."
Um,
And this guy's still pointing at him.
yes, pointing at him with his crossbow and pointing towards the pit. Looks like he's all ready. So he's gonna run up to there, and then he is going to.
Do some anti-paladin stuff.
Well, no, he's gonna drop a spell.
Ooh.
See.
And that way's out, right? Like the tunnel to the right.
Yes, that is the exit. So he casts a spell right there. Oh, I guess it helps if I have lighting on.
Darkness.
As
Nice.
this giant globe of darkness, poof, appears. And that whole area is completely dark.
All right, we're about to see what happens.
It's gonna move forward. Clear his target. And attack CSB with the war pick. They really pinned you down in this corner.
Doesn't that sort of
Yeah,
defeat the
I'm
purpose
screwed.
of having an arena if nobody can see what's happening in the fight?
Yeah, but this guy was was one of the victims.
I have a feeling he's going to get a stern talking to.
Very likely. 2 hits on CSB.
That's great. Every time it's his turn and that happens, I laugh.
Yeah.
All right. I think Tyrion's gonna take the hint finally. And try to escape this grapple.
Okay.
So
It
what do you
is
need from me?
a tentacle DC 14. So yeah, give me a strength check.
Strength check.
Athletics is fine, yeah.
Well, I did strength. Athletics.
And another one.
Athletics would be 4 points higher because he's got
Well, either way, you
proficient in it.
succeeded.
Okay, good. Man, I have rolled more ones tonight. It's a good thing I'm playing Tyrion. All right, and then
And
he
all
is gonna,
Ontarians.
yeah,
Like, not
all of
on
them.
Blink.
Yeah. He is gonna turn around and climb up this cliff and try to get over the top.
And you remember Tyrion has boots of flying.
Oh, Tyrion is boots of flying. Thank you. I don't play Tyrion, so Tyrion is going to turn around and fly away.
But your wife would have not remembered too, so it's perfect.
Right? So those have 30 feet, I assume.
Yeah,
Quint,
boots
Quint, how long is it?
30.
Boots of flying, 30K.
Okay, so I guess
Well,
that thing gets an attack of
well,
opportunity.
that's not true. They give you a fly speed of your movement.
He's
Oh no, it's a
restrained. I
30.
don't
It's
think he
30.
gets.
Never mind. It's 30.
Do you get tax opportunity for grappled and restrained?
Oh, I don't know.
Where's my
Huh?
conditions? Let's see.
He will have disadvantage, but that's it. Doesn't say anything about attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, he's not going to take it anyway, so go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. So Tyrion will move to there. That's his action and his move. So he
He's
is
no
done.
longer grappled or restrained, or is he?
He is no longer grappled or restrained, so I should do that on Certigas too. It's already gone. Okay, no, it's there.
No, I still see it on him. Yep, yep. Now it's good.
All right, now it's gone. All right, Lord of Old Flesh starts growling really loud and then begins climbing up out of the pit.
He's restrained.
He's restrained by the. You are correct. What's the DC to break?
He can't. It's magic.
Oh,
He can. It's
Um,
magic. It's like a 12 or something. It's not very hard.
that's the web spell.
Yeah. It might be something to do with his CR or his.
Against my strength
yeah.
check against my spell DC, which is 16. Let's see. Web. 15.
Use its action. Okay, it will attempt to use his action. Make a strength check. Oh, take the first one, which was a 4. So yeah, he fails completely, and is thrashing about inside this web. Tentacles looking for something to attack, and that was his action.
So Quint's he's gonna move over to just outside this darkness.
Okay.
And he's gonna pull out his decanter of endless water, and as a bonus action, start spraying in. Wait, sorry, I meant to go in this direction.
Okay. With
Because that's
the
where he knows the guy was, right?
geyser.
With the guy, yeah.
All right. What does that do?
Well, I'm not actually targeting anyone. I'm like targeting objects. So like anything less than 200 pounds is getting blasted around.
Yeah. Can you sharing is caring?
Yeah, hold on. I don't even have it open. I'm slacking.
Although I don't think I have that extension turned on anymore because they added that in to the core
Fancy
rules
crafts.
now.
So yeah, the geyser produces 30 gallons of water that gushes forth in a geyser 30 feet long, 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, while holding the decanter, you can aim the geyser at a creature you can see within 30 feet. Oh, I'm actually just spraying like the objects and stuff. Instead of a creature, you can target an object. So, well, I wasn't trying to hit the Darrow.
I know you weren't, but you're
yeah.
aiming straight at him, not the Darrow. Oh, I didn't want the Darrow. Picked the wrong one.
But yeah, the guy with the crossbow was kind of the whole idea to blow his bolt off of his crossbow or whatever.
All right. So you spray at him, and he gets doused in water, but he is not knocked over or pushed. That you can tell.
And then I'm going to listen for wet footprints coming from the Darrow so I know which direction he goes. Oh.
Okay.
Squish, squish, squish. because it's dark. That also might clear out some contestants. some
My map froze. I didn't even open any assets.
Yeah, I just did an attack, but nothing.
It's not my fault.
No, it's mine this time, and it's unusual.
Yeah, I hit the damage roll button and I saw the dice, but nothing's in the chat yet.
It's and I'm not even loaded on CPU, or it's like
Well,
it
it's
just.
not your fancy grounds because I just did something in fancy grounds. And
Well, my
usually
fantasy grounds is frozen.
Usually, if you're locked, yeah, we are locked as well.
Well, my fantasy ground has got that light gray thinking.
I know it well.
Yep.
Mine seems
If I
to
don't feed
be
my hamster, that
seems
keeps
to be
generates the power for my
normal.
Then
There it
There it
goes. It
goes.
caught up. It's thinking, I guess.
So one of those did hit, but and did the damage go through? Yeah.
So one hit, the D10, you rolled a 10 plus 6 max damage. And then the second one missed.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was caught up.
It looks like, yeah.
I tried to pass my turn.
Yep. And the Goliath Daracool, he's very
Did
tall.
sorry, did that damage get applied? It doesn't look like CSB's damage applied to anybody.
Daracool unwilling?
Did it?
Damage glowing glaive +2 reroll 2.
Oh,
Slashing
there's
damage.
two of them.
Yeah.
The first one did, I guess. This I see a
Wait, did
second
it?
damage roll that didn't apply to
That's when
anybody.
I was just, the map was frozen, so I untargeted
Okay,
and clicked to see what was
I
going on.
understand. Just wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
Second one does hit. Slowly picking away at you. Carrion beetles, acid spit does not recharge. So instead, it will not target Sortegos. It will target CSB, and it will attempt to bite you with his giant beetly mouth,
Oh, no.
doing 15 points of damage as it bites down onto your armor. And this Daracool as well is going to war pick you once and twice. Hitting on the second one. Minimal damage. All right, Blink.
All right. CSB, hold your breath. I'm gonna teleport you out of there.
Wait, I don't breathe.
And I will vortex warp CSB out as well, as long as he chooses to fail. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
CSB
fail.
never fails.
Okay. Good. So I'll teleport you to there.
Thank you.
And let's get out of here. And I'll start making my way this direction.
All right. Quint, from ahead of you, you hear footsteps in water, squish, 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 and they seem to be backing up a little ways. And then it stopped shortly afterward. All right. And then you hear a few more footsteps as something is walking in the dark.
Away from me.
And
Yeah, that's what I was.
away from you. Yes, away from you. I don't know, can you see that? You can see the Darrow?
Yeah, I can see him, but
Okay.
I can hear him. I'm
Mm-hmm.
suspecting, but not actually see him. I'm like, get the Eldritch cannon and run.
Oh, the cannon's not actually there.
Yeah, the cannon got blown back by your
My guys are.
decanter. As this Darrow casts a spell on this ghoul in front of him, and
Did he cast it at himself?
he did, but he was supposed to be. It's a failure to target kind of thing. Here we go, and make sure that that's that. And he does
Wow.
46 damage to this ghoul as he casts a critted inflict wounds on him.
Nice.
Ouch.
Sir Tegas.
So I'm very sad that the webs didn't go up in flames. But I'm moving over here. So where is the origin of the darkness?
The origin of the darkness is, yeah, right there where the arrow's pointing.
You said it was a 60 feet. Is that 60 feet radius or 120 feet radius?
15-foot radius.
If
The
you wait
range
until
when you're
my
casting
turn,
it is 60 feet.
I'll attack. I'll use magic missile to attack the darkness.
Nice.
Oh.
I got Mountain Dew.
There are 12 ogres.
So I'm going to move up. Are there any chicks here? In the audience?
Only the one right next to you. Her
Uh,
name's Quint.
Yeah, he's an elf. It's,
Same thing.
yeah, so Quint's gonna continue to kind of spray in this general direction as he moves, like, I guess like 30 feet over to. Can I get over to there? This is the way he's going.
You'll run into the wall.
Okay. Just bounce me off the wall 30 feet down it.
So you run along the wall, you can get to there.
Okay. Oh, and so he just sees this guy.
Just
He's just
pop
like,
out of the darkness and there's the
bonus action. Spray this guy
Spray
in the
him.
face. Is that coded? Do I have?
It should be.
Do I have that on my character sheet though? Is the question.
Did you add it?
No.
I think it's in the coding.
Probably. What is it anyways? The target must
Cancer.
succeed on a DC 13 strength check.
Oh, okay.
And I'll see if it's in there. Well. Alright. You take this many points of damage. 1. And you go prone. Oh wait, or either knock prone or push 15 feet away from you. Ooh, that's what I want to do. Go over
All
there.
right. Bam. Pushed into the wall.
And then it kind of cleared him out of the way a little bit, and that's what he does. It's bonus action, move, action. Oh, I think I have an action left. Move,
Yep.
bonus
You moved and
action.
bonus actioned.
I'll dodge. There, down there.
Okay.
And I'll put that on myself. Dodge.
All right. This thing is going to climb up the side of the pit, and that's going to be all it can do. Because it's very difficult. And the spectators are not being particularly helpful. They're not getting out of the way. They're almost hindering the Darrakul. They were enjoying the betting. This guy on the carrion beetle, he's gonna move this direction and get over to here.
Yes, the decanter is coded nicely. Thank you.
All right, this guy is going to stand up and get over to here. And before he gets there, he's going to take a shot at you, Quint, with the crossbow.
Dodge.
As you dooge out of the way. Because you notice he's not carrying a weapon of any kind. He's just got the crossbow, and then that's it.
Well, next round I'll just take his crossbow bolts off of him and run down the hallway.
Carrion
Now what are you gonna do?
Beetle did not recharge, and he's going to go on the other guy's turn. So blink.
Okay. Since Sven wanted to see this so badly, this is probably unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. Blink is going to launch a fireball right there.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, we're tired of fighting fairly in the arena. We're just gonna lob shit in there from the outside now.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So, I bet that will ignite the webs. Right.
Alright, so I'll add that to.
Yeah, that's the best I can do. That way I don't hit Tyrion. All right. Fireball.
Boom.
Here we go.
Web. Here it is.
Finally got 2 blood drops.
Finally.
And the webs. 3.
All right, just for you
Yes.
guys, since you were wanting the sounds, I've
The
added them
webs are gone.
to Discord for you guys.
I'm attacking the darkness. Any girls there?
Awesome.
So you guys can play them when you want in Discord for yourselves.
Nice.
And then Blink starts running towards the exit some more.
So the webs are gone.
Yes, the webs are gone.
A potion
And
of,
the Otyug is now free, no longer restrained.
a potion of greater healing for CS Bot has been awarded by Gorbidal.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
There's also one. Did you get the Circade Tegas? Did you get the one from him?
No.
So he
what was
also
it?
gave you a greater healing
Garbage roll.
from
Nice.
Gorbidal too.
Woohoo, thank you, sir.
It could
I
have been worse.
squandered that gift. Oh yeah, it could only by
Oh,
one
that's
people.
so CS Bot. He just pours it on his head or something, and only some of it goes in his mouth. He's like,
He just
I
smashes
don't
it in
drink
his
that
face.
often.
just smash it into his face.
You gotta find the injection port and unscrew the.
chews
Awesome,
the
Golden
bottle
Ball,
up in his
appreciate you.
mouth. Nah, 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 nah.
All right, so I'm going to touch my forehead after smashing the healing potion that kind of appeared in front of me into it, and trigger my circlet of blasting.
All right. Crit.
There's been some crits rolled tonight.
Send another beam his way.
Minimum damage on that one.
In the last beam, I'll just give him all the beams.
Hey, 3 hits.
That's pretty good.
Leaving him with 1 hit point.
Then I'm gonna, as a free action, flip him the bird, and then also join my party and running. Except I'm going to try to look like I'm not running away, but it's definitely a speed walk.
All right, the Lord of Old Flesh is no longer restrained by the webs because he was on fire. And it looks like it's starting to go crazy, and its tentacles are just thrashing around. You see it reach up, and it grabs the bench up on top of the pit and rips it down and pulls it down into the pit. You see a bunch of the spectators fall down into the pit with it, and as it starts climbing up out of the pit.
This is the best scenario, guys.
As it
Yes.
climbs up to the top of the pit,
It's gonna
and
murder all the spectators.
gets over to there,
when
and it's
he
just
gets up there, he
thrashing,
says-
knocking everybody around.
And he
At
says,
this
Any
point,
girls there? I want to do them.
Tyrion.
All right. This guy's not looking so good. Tyrion can't leave him alive, knowing that he looks
Yeah,
so
it's
bad.
1 hit point.
So he's gonna run up and slash at him.
kicks him in the shin.
And of course misses. God, misses again. Well, I think let's see. He's just gonna move around to the other side of him then. Do some janky movement there.
Okay.
And he's down.
This guy is going to run over here and start climbing, but he's not going to get anywhere this turn. Link.
I think we should take our 10-minute break or what?
Yeah, good spot.
Okay, we're gonna do a 10-minute break, and I'm gonna start a timer and do all that stuff. So we're gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. 46. Yeah, almost 11 minutes. But by the time I get it going, it'll be about 10 minutes. I'm gonna put the slideshow on and a little pretzel music. So if you're chilling in the villain in the chat, you got something to listen to. But we'll be back in 10 minutes. So go get a refill and hurry up. We got another hour and a half. We'll see you in a bit. stopping the music, stopping the timer. Players are coming back. And I must turn my camera on. That helps a little too. I don't know. The stream's like 10 seconds, 12 seconds delayed or something. It just now went live.
Weird. All right, top of the round is Blink.
All right. I'm going to use my wand of magic missiles, and throw one magic missile at this guy, and then the other two at the pushy guy.
All right.
Just enough.
And then keep running towards the exit. Oh, Tarian's next. All right, Tarian, his friendly combatant friend being dead, is going to go that way. He's going to use his boots of flying to cut the corner a little bit, and take a double move.
All right.
Try to catch up to everybody.
So he'll lose his rage then.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll lose it at the end
At
of
the
the
end.
round?
Yeah, at the end of
Okay.
the round.
Unless somebody attacks him, right?
Right. Which is definitely a possibility.
Yep.
All right, the Lord of Old Flesh starts making his way around, thrashing, generally just kind of throwing people over the edge into the pit, stomping on people, knocking the benches over. You see coins and stuff flying everywhere. Some of the people are so scared they start diving into the pit to try and get away from it. But he doesn't move terribly fast as he is coming around the edge there.
All right, I'm going to start the ritual zone of truth. 10 minutes. No.
Everybody just hold him off.
So I'll move over through the dream of the Eldritch Cannon. And I'm going to, for my standard, trying to find out what this does. Here it is. Oh, I knew that. Okay. I think I'm just going to zap this ghoul that seems to be in our way with a little bit of robe action.
Nice.
No, that was a save.
Oh, sorry. I just saw a dice and a die and I
He's
got
not
excited.
having any of the sacred flames, so.
All right, so this guy is going to climb up to the top. And that'll take his move and an action. So this guy steps around the ghoul and is going to cast another spell on him. And he's going to miss. Why did he have disadvantage? Oh, he's prone. He shouldn't be prone. How did he end up prone?
So a 9 plus a 5 is only an 11. So, or 14. Is that a hit?
That's the question, isn't it? That is a miss. This guy's wearing breastplate. But he is going to go around him and get down to there.
How come I see a spot?
Gonna double move.
That can be right on Tarian.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm showing Tyrion back a little ways.
yeah, I'm showing Tyrion back over. Yeah, where they're.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I show him.
Really?
I'm gonna delete my movement, refresh my. Try.
Yeah.
Let me.
Blink is in the wrong place too, I think.
Oh yeah, it updated now. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
I'm gonna do my map too. Pit of all flesh. Aha! Yeah, that's much gooder.
All right, this Imperial Ghoul will get an attack of opportunity on you, but he's going to decline to take it because he only has a crossbow and he needs a melee weapon for that.
I think if he tripped him, that would be funny. Like sticks his
I'm
foot
gonna
out.
blow him a kiss then as I go by, knowing that he can't do yet.
Well, he could use a claw, but he's not for some reason.
He just got his nails did.
Yeah.
This guy is going to attempt to punch the Darrow non-lethally
Wait, he has me targeted.
for
Yeah.
now. And that's a hit for what's his strength? +3 for 4 damage.
That might be enough to knock him out. No.
Pretty close. Not quite. And for his second attack, he is going to attempt a grapple. So he's going to make a strength check as he tries to grab on, and I'm not even going to bother to roll for the Darrow. He's going to fail on that because he's not going to be grappled. All right, he can't do anything from where he's at. Quint.
Quint's gonna be like, "Hey, you're not clean yet. Let me wash you behind the ears there." As he's gonna hit him with this geyser again. Where's it at? I had it open. Oh, here it is. Strength. Here, hold this. Oh, he made
He
it.
succeeds.
And then Quint is gonna continue to dodge. He's kind of trying to block that guy from going anywhere. Like this way, psh, spraying him, you know.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the dodge action on myself. The douche. I'm poisoned,
All
so
right.
my attacks would be like D8 damage or whatever.
Right.
So.
All right. So this guy has his beetle climb up and onto there.
Is it Ringo? Is that his name?
And since he's back up to CS bot, he's gonna continue to war pick him. Hit CS bot once.
Did we forget to establish a safe word?
And missing with the second attack.
Nothing of a sexual nature, I assure you.
Arian. Start of the round again.
All right. Tyrion, just He's gonna run forward after this guy. Kind of come around him, and let's attack this guy. All right, and second attack, and he misses.
Okay. This guy seems to have quite a bit more hit points than the other ghouls that you fought.
And
Seems
his
to be-
his rage should have dropped off, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right, I'll do that.
I'm gonna move up on a point to the beetle. Gwent, knock it back into the pit. And I'm going to
I
kill this
nod.
creature. Time for a little bit of Sif's justice.
Slice a few toes off.
Not quite enough. Should have done my extra action. I'll pass a turn.
All right, this guy still on customer support bot. Still using his war pick. Oh,
Oh,
crits.
goodbye, everyone. So long. Oh my god, I'm so close.
Still up. As the second attack misses.
One of my eyeballs was like bulging out in a comedy spring.
All right, this guy is gonna cast a spell again. On the ghoul. He's tentatively not targeting you guys. As another inflict wounds tears through this ghoul and drops him.
Nice.
And then he continues off running, assuming none of you take an attack of opportunity.
Just trip him.
Okay. I'm going to do something I almost never do. I'm going to disengage. Run over here and say, save me, tiny cannon.
That's not there.
Yeah, the cannon's
Oh,
not actually there.
well, I'm shouting it to the heavens, okay?
Rava, what the hell did you do to me? All right, this thing is going to take a shot at Blink, who's close with his light crossbow. And he misses. And then he sees the Lord of Old Flesh coming this direction. And he's actually going to run over this way. He doesn't want to be in its way.
All right. I'm gonna move up to he moved there. Okay. No, that's good. I'm gonna move there, and I'm going to thunder wave the beetle and the rider.
Nice.
Do you want individual rolls for those guys? Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of them could get blown back and not the other, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Blown off the saddle. That would be. Yeah.
right. All right.
That's
Thunder
when you want your
wave.
cavalier saddle. That's when it's handy, right? Oh, one of them did.
Failure.
He did.
The
fail.
ghoul goes flying and the beetle stays.
That's too bad. All right, and there's some damage.
How far does he fly back?
I believe it's 10 feet. Let me double check. Yes, 10 feet.
Falling into the pit.
So roll me a d6
All
as he
right.
falls into the squishy gelatinous stuff
One.
below. Takes 1 hit point of damage.
Twists his ankle. Ow.
And
He rolled that with Tyrion. You should re-roll that. It was a 1.
yeah, that's true. I had Tyrion selected. Why it was a 1. All right, and I'll finish my movement, heading in that
Okay.
direction.
Well, I misread that decanter. You can't like blow people back, right? It says you could push a target. I mean,
Well, I like the
object.
idea of the fire hose, so I'm gonna be fine
Yeah.
with it.
Well, I'm gonna fire hose the beetle with it. Anyway, so let's see if he fails his strength saving throw. I was gonna do it anyways, regardless of the outcome, because it's cool as shit. Hopefully he fails his saving throw. No, so he just gets wet. But it is a big stream of water I'm blasting in his face.
Mhm.
And then that's a bonus action. And then as an action, I'm gonna squirt some soap on the ground, and then I'm gonna take off running this way. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any soap. But I will catch up to the
Just
Darrow.
lapping it like a dog. We spray hose on a big dog.
And I'll put my decanter away as I'm moving.
Okay.
Down Arrow.
The beetle looks kind of around left and right and realizes it has no rider on it. And then it just sits down and looks at you.
It's all wet too, and it starts licking its water off. How common is like fresh spring water in here?
Well, you went by that big underwater river,
Oh yeah, that's right.
so
The one
not
that
that
Spot
uncommon.
wanted to go surfing down. Was it
Yeah.
Spot? It might have been Certegas.
This thing is tearing through the area here. It seems to be gaining momentum as it's tearing its way around the edge of the pit.
Round nine.
It's a lot of rounds. You know, I'll go ahead and just shoot a firebolt at this guy on my way out, just for fun. Still have disadvantage because of the stupid Lord of Flesh, because I'm afraid of him.
Yeah, he's still scary.
Yeah, he is pretty scary. So I'm gonna run away from him.
Doesn't it say when he's in your sight?
Yeah, I think I can kind of see him.
You could certainly hear him.
It's scary enough, all right?
I'm not scared of him. You close your eyes. I still got disadvantage though.
Oh, I can't do that without getting close to him. Never mind. I was going to try to use my decanter on Atiark, but that just seems like I'd piss him off. So instead, I'm going to leave.
Oh, we can have dueling decanters. That would be cool, man. Now that I know that he's got a decanter, we can have
Don't cross the streams.
yeah we can have super soaker fights.
Yeah, I'm just going to go join the group down here and ready in action to attack anyone who gets close enough for me to attack. That's an enemy or a child.
It's the same thing in John's games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Quint's going to screw it. He's going to come over here and I think he has. Yeah, so he's gonna move back this direction a little bit. And ready as. Wait, hold on one second. He's gonna start putting some caltrops down.
Okay.
Let's see. Cover a square that's 5 feet on the side. So, yeah, he's gonna start like putting them, kind of, sort of to go like, oops, like across here somewhere.
Halflings are canonically barefoot, right?
Only a 5-foot square, so it's
Yeah, he's gonna start in this square. I can't point. Why can't I point this one?
Close and reopen the. Oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah, and then he's gonna go to that one, and then that one, right, straight across. Because he's got 2 friends that need to run past. I don't even know what caltrops really do anymore, but when we get to the, if we need to, I have it pulled up right here.
Tyrion can always fly over whatever you drop.
All right. So coming up the passage from the direction towards the town, you see a Darrakul female dressed in kind of priestly robes. And you think you've seen her, I think one of you saw her before in the shrine to Vardisen. She looks kind of like this. And she's walking at kind of a fast pace up the hallway towards you and sees you, but kind of overlooks you and continues to walk up the hallway past a little bit past Quint.
Wait, don't step there.
And she's pulling out a amulet of some sort, and she stands there and she kind of raises the amulet, and this unholy, disgusting kind of mixture of orange and green glow starts emanating from this amulet and spreading out 5-10 feet, slowly growing as she stands there. And she seems to be chanting something under her breath. It's really hard to make out, but she does seem to be chanting something under her breath.
And this stuff that's coming off of her, does it look like it's like moving towards us or moving away from?
It's this light that's emanating from her, this
Oh, it's
amulet
like
or
all the
holy
way
symbol, and it's just
around.
kind of
Oh.
like this sphere that's slowly growing, emanating from her. And this ghoul sees her and takes a shot at Sir Tagoth with his light crossbow, and then takes off and starts running around the corner. All right. So the Lord of Old Flesh comes over to here. There. And the first thing he does is swipe a tentacle at the carrion beetle.
Oh, I didn't see that potion of heal for CSB bot from Gorbido.
Oh, potion of heal for
Another
CSB.
one.
Nice.
Just a heal though.
See if
not
I
a
can roll
cure.
all ones again.
Oh, that was the bite, so I'll do the bite. And then a tentacle.
No.
Also hitting.
Actually, did you roll better on that one than you did the other one? Ouch!
Ooh, that was a tough hit. And the beetle is now grappled and restrained.
Yeah, because those Ugoloth things, they don't care. They'll eat everything.
They don't care.
No,
And it doesn't have a rider on it anymore. So it's now free game. And then it's going to look over at Sertegos, and it looks down the passageway and it sees this light. And you notice that it begins to react to the light coming off of this priestess. And it actually steps back a couple of steps and does not pursue any closer.
So me jacking her in the back with my dagger probably is a bad move right now, right? Just shake.
All right, so my intent is to get around her, sort of like nod and just go around. Am I able to do that?
She will not take an attack of opportunity if that's what you're asking. You can certainly move around her. She won't impede your progress.
Okay. And then I come up and I touch. CSB. I upcast this. Do I want to upcast it? I can, okay. Alright, so unlike Cure Light Wounds, this actually levels with the bonus levels as well. So I'm casting it at 4th level. So it's just
Oh my.
48 plus 20. Let me target him.
Be careful, I'll turn right back around and try to take on the Lord of all flesh again.
Paladin.
It has no fear of you puny
1,
mortals.
2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
Not too shabby. Alright, and you said you couldn't be healed. Ha! Not know the power of Sif. Or the power of your teammates to bend over backwards and find some weird way to heal you.
Tyrion is gonna come down and he'll just run by this person and double move and get out of there.
All right.
Like I have more movement. How far can he move? Let's see.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
There, that far. That's how far Tyrion can move.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to drop you out of combat.
Quint was going to attack her. She's in a way, he was putting caltrops there. She stood there. At least push her or do something.
Still finished putting my
Excuse-
caltrops in.
Excuse me, miss.
Before I
Can't you
leave.
see I'm busy here? Can
But
you move 5 feet up?
yeah, you're standing in my caltrops.
And I'll throw the Darrow on there with you. Now, none of the inhabitants of the town are going after you at this point. There are a large number of ghouls heading towards the pit. But they don't really seem to be paying attention to you guys for some reason. The Darrow is actively trying to run away. What are you guys' intentions? What are you trying to accomplish with?
CSB. Grab him. Pick him up.
All right, I'll try to pick him up
His neck.
in a very insulting way.
Yeah, we're trying to communicate with him that we don't want to harm him.
Okay.
At least Quint is. CSP, I don't know.
We go through all of our languages to see if he understands any of them.
Okay. When you're looking at him, CSP, are you like grappling him to try and keep him there? Is that the idea?
That's what they told me to do, so yes.
All right.
I'm picking
So
him up like a tantruming toddler.
he looks around wildly and begins speaking in some language. You're not quite sure what he's saying, but he seems insistent that he's pointing like he's trying to say, "We got to get the hell out of here."
Well, which way he's pointing? Let's go that direction.
He's pointing randomly. I mean, he doesn't care. He just wants to leave
Well, that sounds
by
good.
by
Let's
any
go.
route, any road available. Yeah. So if you let him go at all, he will take off running.
We will run right along with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little bit of off the map here since we don't need the maps at this
Benny
point.
Hill theme.
Yes. Benny Hill chasing him all over. So he
Montage.
runs for a ways, and eventually he gets out of the pit of all flesh area, the outpost that you guys are at, and starts heading down one of the passageways. Show you on the map just so you have an idea of where he is heading. So you guys were here in the pit of all flesh. And he begins heading up this direction, slowly trying to make his way. And how far are you guys going to follow him?
Until we
Or are
can
you
get
going to
him to
try and
stop
stop him at
running.
some point?
Yeah. Is there anybody that can communicate with him somehow, like comprehend languages or?
No, I don't have anything like that.
I used to have a helmet, but I had to give it to this dragon for teleport. I don't remember where it went, but that's what I remember, kind of.
That's not true. I have a helm of comprehend languages.
Oh, you got one.
I totally forgot about it.
I picture Blink going through a backpack, pulling out a bunch of spines and garbage, and oh, here it is.
It's like one of those cartoons where I'm just like throwing stuff over my shoulder, just garbage. You know, the Ark of the Covenant's in there. All right, so I will put on this helm.
Okay. So you put on the helm. Does it require attunement or is it just you have it?
It does not.
All right. So you cast comprehend languages, right?
Yes.
In between the rest of us, we can pantomime and act out.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Remember,
Plus,
there's a whole
Blink's
joke
got
about it. So.
some sets in there. He pulls up, a tree and a backdrop of a house. And we'll do a little play, act out.
Okay. So let's. The organization of the module converter was not very good. So the Darrow, he is talking and talking, and you notice very quickly after you start being able to understand that you think your helm might be on the fritz, because he'll speak for 3, 4, 5 sentences in perfectly understandable whatever language he's speaking. And he's talking about the cult of the withered hand and need to get there. And if you go there, mention Gorlu sent you, blah, 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 and then mid sentence, it shifts into utter gibberish and his eyes go wide and he seems to just everything he's saying doesn't translate at all.
Does he look confused? Or does he look frustrated that we can't understand him now?
Give me an insight check.
I'm going to use my inspiration for that.
Yeah, and a perception check. You guys are really paying attention to him.
Both things I'm awesome.
Well, CSB. Oh, that was perception. Nice. You rolled a 20.
Oh, I got disadvantage because I'm poisoned still.
Yes, you are poisoned still.
Oh, I shouldn't be frightened anymore, though.
No, you are not frightened anymore. Let me.
Well, you might be
remove
frightened
that.
of me puking on you because I'm poisoned, but
So you said this is a visible. He's breaking out in pustules and things.
Yes.
So I know he's diseased.
Yes. Yeah, it is very obvious that he is suffering from some form of disease.
I have.
So I'll let him go on for about 20 minutes.
Until the rage starts chasing me around again, and then you'll help. I see how you are.
Let me see if I've used up my lay on hands for today. 30 used. How many do I have? I only have 30. Sorry. I can hear you tomorrow.
Nice.
So I'll touch him and say, you'll be healed by the morning. This is a very particularly difficult disease, and it will take some time, but by the morning you will be healed. So I have the last watch, so I'll just heal him on my watch.
So this is the progression of the disease, just so you have that, and I don't have to try and remember. I have the Lord of Old Flesh in the combat tracker, just
Well, I have
as a reference.
I have a necklace of a periapt of wound closure, so that might change that a little bit. That might be.
Yes. But it's hit point max reduction of 2d10 every day on a failure until it's cured.
Ouch.
That's pretty disgusting smelling, I bet too, right? 2d10.
When you don't have a paladin
day.
that can cure disease,
Right.
there's not that many spells.
Cure disease.
And it's not something you normally
that's
memorize.
Pretty much it, isn't it? And greater restoration. I think those are the two.
Yeah, I don't remember there being a cleric spell of cure disease or anything. It's just cure wounds. Anyway, so back to the insight and perception. You guys are doing well enough on both of those. The perception, you notice that when he shifts into speaking gibberish, you notice that the tone of his voice shifts, some of his face mannerisms shift. Like his eyes start to go crazy. He's not looking at any of you directly in the eye. Almost as and some of the times it's like he's looking at somebody who isn't even there. And then he shifts back to normal and he's looking at you. That's kind of the perception thing. From the insight perspective, you get the sensation that maybe this guy isn't all there mentally. Not that he's trying to be deceitful or not that he's trying to be anything, but
he's acting like CS bot? What?
Rude.
Weird.
Does
Like he's getting possessed or something, right? That's kind of what. Like
does it seem
somebody's.
like some sort of like magical effect or something that he's under?
Give me an Arcana check. Um, it doesn't seem you don't see any indication that there might be a magical origin. Um, but you don't know enough of the Darrow to really know. You know that this guy is a member of this cult. But what that means, you're not sure.
And we can only understand what he's saying. He can't understand what we're saying, right?
Right.
You
I
don't
mean,
know.
Quint is. Blink is translating what he's saying, but if we talk to him, he doesn't seem to understand, or
He
does he?
doesn't respond to your questions, but whether or not he can understand what you're saying, you're not sure yet. Um, do you tell him anything? Do you ask him anything?
We were supposed to be finding out some information. What was the information we were trying to ask him?
We want
Uh,
to learn
in
yeah,
the
about the last king,
quest.
right?
There was a quest on the message of the day. Where's the message
The
of
very
the day?
bottom of it.
Message of the day. There it is. Rescue Archduke of Gost. Click on it. Okay. Let's search for the last king.
Yeah. What if anything are you asking him?
Uh, so he was the one taken to the pit of all flesh to be consumed, and so one of the Darrow slaves you encountered in the tunnels mentioned that there is a Darrow cult called the Cult of the Withered Hand, which is a group of worships Narosane, which is the king, right? The one that we're looking for.
Yes, that's the one you're looking for. So you're trying to
So
find Narosane, the last king, and you've learned that previously that there is a cult that continues to worship Narosane called the Cult of the Withered Hand. And this guy's a member of that cult.
and do we know Narosane's symbol? Have we seen that or heard of that? Like, is it?
Yeah, it should be linked on there, right?
Yes. Well, Blink isn't very good at being subtle, so he's just gonna ask him if he knows where we can find Narasane.
And so he continues talking for a little while on something completely different, and then he starts again, not in any kind of direct answer to your question. He starts talking about going down the passageway and then heading up north along the passageway, following it, taking the pathway off to your left. And then he begins to describe an intricate set of passageways and descriptions of caverns. And then he begins describing this kind of a hidden entrance. pointing out the various little markers and signs that indicate the entrance to the cult. He needs to go home, and he needs to get back home. Needs to see the high priestess, the queen, the faithful, um, and then he goes right back into gibberish.
So I pass that on to the party.
And
Tell
the
them.
directions that he gives you is from where you are. If you're looking at the world map, to unmask a little more. And without giving it away, he tells you how to get to the cult of the withered hand.
Nice.
But he doesn't seem to be answering you. It's not like a dialogue. It's not like he's answering your questions, but he's just talking, stream of consciousness, and then shifting back and forth between normal communication and just random gibberish.
Well, that's as good a place to start as any, right, guys?
We
Yeah,
should
maybe
go
we
that
can-
way.
Yeah, we can find somebody up there who makes sense.
Maybe he can go with us.
And he starts talking about the beautiful little crilly crawlies, the many-legged, and the natural beauty there of
Insects, nice.
the vermin.
Probably spiders too.
And I believe it's on there. Maybe not, but you have heard that Narrowsane has a fondness for insects, and that's one of the signs you believe that you're close is if there's a significant increase in the number of insects and such that you might come across.
I also have a fondness for insects, but maybe not in the same way he does.
Yeah. I think Quint has an anti-fondness of these insects. Said insects.
Delicious. All right. Well, that actually is a good place to wrap it up for tonight. We'll end a
Some of
little
us
bit
have a
early.
long trip tomorrow starting.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
up bright and early to fly to LA and then drive home for 7 days. So thank you, everybody. This was fun.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, thanks, John.
we're gonna go raid Fantasy Grounds. Why not? So stick around for a second. We're gonna go take our little chat party over there in about 7, 6, 5, 4. All right. Well, you guys have a great weekend and everything, and we'll see you guys around. Bye.